to another video. It's finished Algeria 5, Botswana 0, almost the 7-0 that I predicted, but plenty of you predicted plenty of goals in the comments. 3 points, and we've wrapped up this AFCON qualification campaign, winning the group ahead of Botswana, Zambia and Zimbabwe. And if it wasn't for that Botswana goalkeeper turning into Manuel Neuer, we probably would have scored 10 to 12 goals. Their goalkeeper was insane. I hope he gets a big move to a big club, because he saved so many of our chances, and without him it would have been a cricket score. So full-time Algeria 5, Botswana 0. Let's take a look at the starting lineup that was picked by Jamal Belmadi, and it was Alexander Ukija. We discussed the goalkeeping situation in the preview, and Ukija got the nod over Mbolhi, and Ukija was called into action very early on for a save. The ball was straight at him, but it was still a good save, and that's the only save he had to make. So he keeps another clean sheet. So now we've got a bit of a decision going forward into these World Cup qualifiers. Does Rice Mbolhi keep his place in goal, or does Alexander Ukija take his place? They're good decisions to have. It's good to have competition for places, and hopefully going forward Belmadi picks the right goalkeeper. Right back Zeffane, of course he was important in the first goal. Left back Rami Ben Sebaini, who suffered so many injuries throughout the game, and then the tried and trusted centre back pairing of Issa Mandi and Jamel Ben Lamri. 4-3-3 in midfield. Zerouki with his first ever start, alongside Sofiane Feghouli and Ismail Benassa, who was past fit to play but only played around 60 minutes. I don't think there was any chance Benassa was going to play the whole game. Right mid Mahrez, left mid Benrahma, up front Islam Slimani. He was trying to add to his record national team goal tally, but unfortunately he couldn't find the back of the net. So the game started off and Benrahma almost scored. A brilliant run by Benrahma down the pitch. Goalkeeper, one of his many saves. Then Feghouli with the header. That saved as well. And it looked like it was going to be a tough team to break down. It didn't look like it was going to be a 6 or 7-0 game. It looked like it was going to be a scrappy game until Mahrez takes a free kick, shoots. The ball comes out to Zeffane. He hits it across goal. Maybe there was a touch from Issa Mandi. I don't know if Mandi got the last touch. He might have done, but it was in the back of the net, and it was 1-0 to Algeria, and that was how the first half ended. And it was quite disappointing to only see one goal. Apart from that Benrahma chance as well, we didn't create too much. So I think Belmadi gave them quite a big talking to at half time. In the second half, much improved. Maybe that was down to the substitutions, and if we had started with Bounedjah and Boulaya, things may have been a little bit different. But then we go 2-0 up. Riyad Mahrez sends the Botswana player back home with his turn, crosses it onto the head of Sofiane Feghouli, who makes it 2-0. And then we see the substitutions come on. Bounedjah, Boulaya and Boulaya, who were all key later on in the goals in the game. They were 3 fantastic substitutes from Belmadi. Youssouf Boulaya wins the penalty, which Riyad Mahrez takes, and I think Slimani would have taken the penalty if he was still on the pitch. I think they would have let Slimani try and contribute to that goal record. So Slimani literally would be fuming. He's just come off. So Mahrez takes the pen, shows Pep Guardiola that he can take penalties, an emphatic finish, and Boulaya with the instant impact, who makes it 3-0 to Algeria. And then it's the 4th goal from Baghdad Bounedjah. It's a ball in from Boulaya. Bounedjah finishes it superbly, and the 5th goal, Farid Boulaya, who kept shooting, finally got his goal. He is a real class option. We haven't spoken much about Farid Boulaya, a teammate of Ukija at Metz. What a player, what an absolute baller he is. He is a top player, so many skill moves, and I don't even think we've seen the best of Boulaya. Brilliant finish, 2 assists for Youssouf Boulaya, and that capped off a 5-0 win. We also saw Badran and Kassef come on, Kassef making his debut. I didn't get why Badran came on ahead of Ahmed Touba. I wanted to see Touba make his debut, but unfortunately we didn't see Touba, so Badran come on instead. And then of course we see Kassef with a little cameo at the end. Botswana, apart from that chance in the first half, right at the beginning when it was 0-0, didn't offer too much. But overall, we see the quality that Bounedjah and Boulaya bring when they play, because we didn't see much from Slimani and Benrahma in the game really. If they were still on, it may not have been 5-0. Boulaya as well was going to give Belmadi selection headache. So I think going into the World Cup qualifiers in May and June, I think it's in June, big decisions. We've got the goalkeeper to sort out. Are we going to play Boulaya or Benrahma? I think Boulaya gets the position right now. Are we going to play Bounedjah or Slimani? Slimani scored 2 goals the other day. Bounedjah scored today, so that's a big decision to make. I'd go with Bounedjah up front, and in midfield, a home debut for Ramiz Zerouki. His pass completion must have been very high. He completed a lot of passes, but I hope he doesn't turn out like another Hassan Yebda. He's got to get in and amongst the penalty box as well, but we don't really know what type of midfielder he is. Very good passing ability, but he's yet to be tested against real top opposition. Of course, Botswana, with their Algerian manager, will be very disappointed to lose 5-0, but their goalkeeper made a lot of saves. So that's how it went. We finished the group in style, group winners, and we're on our way to AFCON successfully, along with the likes of Sudan, who have qualified, Gambia, Comoros, Malawi. It's going to be an interesting tournament, but hopefully we can defend our trophy. So Algeria 5, Botswana 0. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and who is your man of the match. I think Youssef Belaili was outstanding since he came on. It's a 5-1 win for Algeria. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.